Hey Yetis, good evening. It's Tuesday, which means it's another update from Snowy Peaks during online learning. Sure wish we could just see you guys face to face and have some conversations, but this is going to be the best we're going to do right now. So here we go, December 8th. First thing we got to do, of course, is celebrate. My gosh, there's so many good things going on. And our students are working so hard. And the cool thing is we're seeing students bond together and help each other and hold each other accountable for their success. And that's really cool. We cannot go another minute without celebrating our incredible staff. Your staff is working tirelessly to make sure that all of our students are taken care of and that they see success. So, you know, I hope you have an opportunity to give them that feedback yourselves because really they're doing amazing things right now. Our students who are taking CMC classes are wrapping those up this week. Holy cow! Tons of college credits being earned and lots of success there. Our Snowy Peaks auction and the online auction was another huge hit. $4,319 raised at that event. So all that money goes back to our students and our learning community, and a lot of it goes to scholarships for our students. So we are really excited about that. Students are coming in for extra support on Wednesdays. They're coming in, they're seeing each other, they're working with teachers. And, I think it's really cool that we just get to see each other and hang out a little bit. We had an awesome turnout for our virtual potluck and tons of great feedback, both given and received in ways that we could be improving our practices and doing a little better. And then lastly, man, I'm just keep talking to students who are doing such cool things during experiential learning Wednesdays and working on projects and building tables and doing all kinds of cool stuff. And we love seeing our students own their learning. So, some update information. All right, important information that we're going to see here. Um, Tomorrow, it is another academic support. So the school will be open at 11:30 tomorrow. Teachers will have wind support, and that is scheduled from 12 o'clock until 2:30. All right. The current block of classes, remember that ends tomorrow. Right. So periods 1, 2, and 6 end tomorrow. We'll talk more about that in a minute. On Thursday, students are going to switch to periods 3, 4, 5, and 7. Again, we'll talk more about that in a minute. Just another reminder: attendance is mandatory. Please make sure your children are going to their live classes and doing their on-demand work. And please make sure that you're communicating if there's a reason that they can't do that work. So excusing absences whenever that's appropriate. And then lastly, please continue to fill out your symptom tracker, and we'll talk about why we want to do that here at the end of this presentation. Okay, so tomorrow, academic support. So these Wednesdays, right? We hope students get up and they do their experiential learning activity. We give them 2.5 hours to do that, whether it be a nature activity, character development, community service, whatever it may be. We hope students are finding great enjoyment and that it's meaningful in those mornings. They should make sure that they check in, do their progress monitoring on their Be Legendary class, um, have some lunch, and then of course, at 11:30 the building opens for in-person academic support at Snowy Peaks, as well as teachers have office hours for their first, second, and sixth period classes at those designated times. Remember that students can find the links to those office hours to get direct support from their teachers in Google Classroom. All right. In addition, tomorrow at school and on Wednesdays, Jen Wolinitz will be available at school for counseling support. So if students need anything in the counseling realm, they can call her, schedule an appointment, or even just pop in and see if she's available. Okay, the big news here that we need to remember, probably the most important thing is that remember classes are going to change on Thursdays. So we've had 7 school days of the same 3 classes plus Be Legendary. And on Thursday, we're going to switch to have classes 3, 4, 5, and 7, right? So they've been taking 1, 2, and 6. They're going to 3, 4, and 7. They'll have 3, 4, and 7 every day. Now, the on demand and the live schedule in the times of classes still remain the same. Okay, so we start at 8:15, and there is lunch and unplugged at the exact same time. Be Legendary, and that last period of the day is at the same time. But what classes they will be attending changes. So that goes Thursday and Friday of this week. We switch and go into our new classes, and then the 5 days of next week, leading us up into our winter break, will all be periods 3, 4, 5, and 7. Whenever I say period 5, that's our Be Legendary course. Okay. Next Wednesday, just as a reminder, will be the last opportunity for academic support for the semester. Okay, we're almost done. Man, another quick message. Hopefully, I'm not killing you with too much information. I've tried to really restrict it down just to Tuesdays. But here we go. So, COVID and symptom tracker. I've had a lot of questions about, golly, why do I still need to do the symptom tracker? Why are you hitting me up every day with that? So, district really finds it important, for three big reasons. The first is if you do report that you're having symptoms, if you do report that you have a positive case in your household or things like that, we're going to reach out. We're going to provide you with support and guidance, okay? And that our nurses and our building staff can help get you any resources that you might need. Secondly, and this is a big one, right? The health data of the school and how healthy our students are is really going to dictate and inform future decisions about the safety of coming back to school for in-person learning opportunities. So really important that we continue to report that data and we get to see the status of our school at any given time and how healthy we are. And then lastly, public health asks that we continue to monitor our learning community's health while we're in this pause so that they can gain information about the general health status of Summit County's youth. Right? And they will frequently do this during flu season and during other times, but they really just want to keep a pulse on how healthy is our county and our county's youth. Okay. Other important information that I just want to ask of you and share with you. First is just a reminder: attendance is required, and the Board of Education and the district requests our attendance data to see how successful we are, and that attendance data can be used to make decisions regarding instruction. So please encourage your child to have great attendance during this time, and it's only going to help their grades. And then please remember that if your child can't attend an online class or an on demand class, um, please call them in and excuse them from their work that day because teachers are going to expect them to be there. And then the last thing I wanted to remind you of is the curative testing that district has talked about is still available. And so that's available for any symptomatic Summit School District staff member or our scholars. So if your child is having symptoms and you want them to get a test, you can let Brenda or Linda know. And we can coordinate that your child can come to the school and get a cheek swab test in the car, and those test results really come back pretty fast. So if you let us know, we'll coordinate timing that you can come into school and get a COVID test if that's easy for you. And usually we can do that day of. Okay, that's all I have for you. If you have any questions or feedback for me, please let me know. I think we're all holding tight, waiting to see what in person learning is going to look like in January when we come back. As soon as I know anything, I will communicate that information to you. And in the meantime, of course, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and please reach out to me and the Eddie staff if we can be doing anything to help you or your child in any way. Have a great night. Take care.